Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am the Colombian rocket scientist, and on this channel I would talk about topics regarding rockets, rocket engines, space, space travel, human space flight, space flight history, and those sort of things. So if you have any questions on any of those topics, just let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to make videos on those questions you guys have. But today I want to talk about um, a profession that I feel like very few people know about, yet it's very impactful into, getting rockets, to launch spacecraft and satellites in space, which at the end of the day are advancing our life quality here on Earth, right? And eventually will advance human society with the advent of human exploration, going back to the moon and then on to Mars. So this is talking about the job of a propulsion test engineer. So I'm a propulsion test engineer. I have been a propulsion test engineer for about 6+ years, and I currently work for a private rocket company. Um, as in this role, and I wanted to discuss like what do I do as a propulsion test engineer, right? So one of the things that I do is I'm one of the engineers responsible for essentially taking a rocket engine, from the manufacturing plant, right, and taking it, receiving it, processing it through inspections, processing it through, a lot of like transfer work, such as, instrumentation installation, hardware swaps, like of subcomponents of an engine, and basically taking that engine from the shipping and receiving section and uh, installing it on the test stand, right? So that's part of it. And once we install it on the test stand, we will then go through performing any further maintenance or inspection work orders, activating the engine, doing sensor checkouts, valve checkouts, system checkouts, leak checks, all those sort of things, right? And then we'll essentially then take that engine and start going through initial, sequence related actions. So we'll put the engine through, maybe ignition tests. We'll put the engine through maybe chill tests to see how the engine, behaves when it's trying to chill itself in. I'll have another topic on chill, another video on chill and why we chill in rocket engines. But essentially, we send propellants, right, cryogenic liquids into the interfaces of the engine, and then we will then look at what the pressures are doing. And this is all happening from a control room, right? This is all happening remotely. We're not next to the engine when this is happening, right? And we are essentially, monitoring the engine, all of its systems through the, a variety of a suite of sensors. So, and then after that, we will go ahead and run an auto sequence and put the engine under hot fire, right? We'll fire the engine and also get more data from that, review the data, and just learn from how the engine operates, and iterate on the design and the development of the engine as we continue to do more hot fire tests. And so, it's the responsibility of the propulsion test engineer to really just put the engine through those different milestones, right? From taking it from when it arrives in shipment, putting it on the test stand, checking out the engine, making sure it's ready to be hot fired, going through the operation, right? So sit on a console and actually, operate the facility systems, the engine systems, through through a console GUI interface system, and run the tests, right? Run tests, and that kind of is the simplified version of what a propulsion test engineer does. And it's these engineers that really are the ones that are, they're the muscle for, taking a concept and an actual hardware and putting it through a test, right? So there's of course the design folks, there's the manufacturing folks, and then there's the test folks. And I'm on the test side of engineering, and I really enjoy this field, very much so. But yeah, I think that kind of like summarizes what I do in a nutshell. I just wanted to again keep it very basic and simple for you guys to understand, in terms to understand what I do. But yeah, I'll definitely, if you guys have any questions about this, feel free to again let me know. I got out of college not thinking that I was going to be involved with test operations and operations in general, and I think I can definitely point any new stock college student looking to get into the space industry and rocket engine testing. If because I've already gone through that process, and so if you really want to know how to become a test operations engineer, just again feel free to hit me up in the comments, and I'll get back with you guys on your questions. But yeah, hopefully you guys learned something from what a propulsion test engineer does. And again, this is a propulsion test engineer with regards to rockets and rocket engines. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.